sorus, Lunae sussurri in noctem morus, Fatum victoris saxi scriptum, sed cor erabat domum oblitum. Per velum latum eravi porteri, lumen mundus mutati, vocante capus de stellis longis, vincet subrarum non homo ignis. Lux argentea me dulcit evitus inter noctem diem pur, fato ligatus tamen liber, spiritus vagus memoriam abscondent. Vetusta nomen meum somant, sed terra nova flectit amant, ludus somnia malum meam tenent, cor mortale convictus cado. Sed virginerem periculum latet, veteres hostes sugum ferrum cadet, vita quietam non est finis, tenebre me vocant iterum. Lux argentea dulcit perditus, fato ligatus tamen liber, spiritus vagus memoriae abscondens. From the nether's throne I rose alone, moonlit shadows whispering low, a conqueror's fate written in stone, yet longing pulled me far from home. Through the veil I wandered wide, a portal's glow, a world untied. Echoes call from stars unknown, a demon prince, mouth, flesh and bone. Silver light guides my way, lost between the night and day, bound by fate yet breaking free, a fleeting ghost in memory. Tales of war still haunts my name, yet earth's embrace is not the same. Games and dreams now take my hand, a mortal heart I can't withstand, yet danger stirs beneath fleeing ghost in memory. Silver light blinds my way, close between a myriad day. Now my faith they give me the fleeing ghost in memory.
Resurrexi solus, lume sussurri in nocte morus. Fatum victoris, saxi scriptum, sed cor errabat, domum oblitum. Velum latum, erravi orteri, lumen mundus mutati, vocante capus de stellis longis, vincet subrarum non homo ignis. Lux argentea me, dulcit editus, inter noctem diem pur, fato legatus, tamen liber, spiritus vagus memoriam abscondent. Bella vetusta, nomen meum sonant, sed terra nova flectit amant, ludus somnia malum meam tenent, cor mortale convictus cado. Sed percinerem periculum latet, veteres hostis.
Wait, what's going on? Why am I getting feedback?
Hello, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Of course, when we start, there needs to be some stuff. Today
I was gonna say I just
here...
had it right at the same time.
Yeah. Today we're here with Jack.
Hello.
Who actually started streaming fairly recently. So if you don't follow him, go and follow him. He's hilarious, and
I
he's
am
going to be
indeed
doing
hilarious.
some mini painting and some gaming. Today we're gonna be doing some plastic.
Oh, I had an emote, but I had an alert sound and nothing happened. Great, there's even more stuff to fix. It happened. I just didn't get the notification. Thank you.
Jack. Hello, Pong. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. Hello, Les. Thank you for the follow. Hi, Poki. Hope your weekend is
Thank you,
going
Les, for the
good.
follow. Thank you, Pokey, for the follow.
There always has
Jack
to be
has
stuff in a video stream, actually.
Technically, this isn't my own Space Marine chapter. My model that my Fuji you can see, is just an Iron Warrior, who you might not be familiar with, as technically they went to traitor, but I'm a loyalist Iron Warrior, thank you very much. Don't associate me with Perty and the traitors.
No. He's just using a misguide. He is actually a traitor.
No. You don't associate me with little baby Perturabo, okay?
Baby Perturabo.
Yes.
Baby Perturabo. I can't.
He's not like Chad Dantiok Barabas. That is actually, I think, what my blue sky is.
Who of the Primarchs would you say is the biggest Chad?
The biggest Chad.
Yes.
From
the Primarchs.
Vulcan.
Yeah, I would agree. Like Vulcan is a Chad.
Like he literally raised his son such that when the Grey Knights wanted to wipe the entirety of a place, they literally just said no. And they said, "Do you know who we are?" And they just went, "I don't care."
I don't care, mate.
No. Okay, Sanguinius maybe. Gilliman is a little bit.
Yeah, but Sanguinius is dead.
Yeah, true. Actually, Sanguinius isn't really a Chad if he died, right?
Although we still don't know what happened to Vulcan. I really want them to re-release.
No, Vulcan got split into a billion pieces, and he needs to be reassembled. He's an Eternal, so he never can die, unless something like what killed Horus kills him.
Mm-hmm.
Spoiler alert, by the way, Horus is dead.
You were already assembling. I'm still on like my chatting screen.
Oh,
Jesus.
I'm literally just putting one model to get into the groove of it.
Let me switch over. So this is what I'm going to be working on. It's like a big robot. I'm going to be doing some non-metallic metal because I haven't done non-metallic metal in almost a year now.
Did you see what Les just said? I think death can add to your chadness.
Death can add to your chadness? Yeah, then Sanguinius is the biggest chad.
No, I don't think Sanguinius is. Because, he was cool, but what I think what a cooler one is that we need to make sure we respect, what's his face? I'm a terrible person. He's in Sanguinius's place right now. Basically
Dante?
running the other... Yeah, Dante. Yeah. Running the other half of the Imperium single-handedly. Whilst being cut off. Oh, true. Biggest charging 40k.
Let me...
No, I wouldn't say the Emperor is the biggest Chad, though.
Also, we are talking about the Primarchs. Like, the Emperor is not the Primarch.
Yeah, you can't really compare the Emperor to the Primarch. Like, the only people you can compare the Emperor to are, like, the Chaos Gods and, like, the gods of the Orcs, maybe?
Gork and Mork.
I still like to think that Gork and Mork are the two missing Primarchs.
Can you imagine? Although Gork and Mork are all the way back in, like, Age of Sigmar and stuff.
I mean, yeah, but Tzeentch, Khorne, and all that are also in AOS.
Yeah, but they're Chaos Gods.
I don't think they are.
Thanks for the hydrate, Jack.
I just realized, because I have your stream open so I can see what you're doing, I can just mess with you as well. And you can't mess with me yet, because I don't have the luxury of having channel points.
Yeah. You're gonna have them soon, don't worry.
Hopefully. It's so weird, because I have my stream dashboard in front of me, so everything I do is, like, a few seconds behind, obviously. But that was really disorientating, to just watch my hands move. And then
I know we're talking about Primarch, but I was making an argument that being dead doesn't remove chadness. That is true. Although if we're going to be including like everything in the contest like of chadness, I feel like Khorne would be like the biggest chad of them all.
No, Khorne's... I don't think you could include Khorne though. He's not that kind of person. Korn likes to sit there and watch and see fair battles happen. Like, yeah, he wants fighting and he wants the skulls, but he wants it to be a fair fight. Like, Korn gets angry if you use underhanded tactics or some sort of stealthy stuff.
Or if
It's
you
like
fight
Korn,
like a weaker opponent than yourself.
yeah, it's like if if a Titan just suddenly stomps on top of some grots, Korn's not going to be happy about that. Now the question is, do I bother building these Argonaut companies because they are not going to get painted? I'll leave them on sprue for now. Maybe a friend wants them. You good there?
Yeah, I'm waiting for my iPad to load so I can see the chat while I'm also painting.
I got another notification. One moment. I need to wait for my stream to catch up to see what happened.
Yeah, look, I have been obsessed with the Expedition 33
Thank you, White Follow,
soundtrack.
for the.
Hey, White Wolf, how are you doing?
Thank you, White Wolf, for the follow.
Thank you for following, Jack. He's another mini painter.
At this rate, I'm gonna have my stream go.
White Wolf recently did a whole Helldrake in non-metallic metal. We all told him that he's insane.
Props to you, but I am never doing that myself. I don't think I could love myself afterwards. Yes, White Wolf?
Jack, I am insane. At least he's aware of it.
Yeah, at least you're self-aware. Okay, gods have their own reasons to admire
Actually,
him,
let's
even though he's my
switch
favorite
and
chaos
just
god.
listen to the expedition first.
I just wrote Jack to correct my spelling. You spelled my name wrong? Oh, so you did. I'm dyslexic, so I'm not going to notice if you spell something wrong unless you tell me. Right. I want to build engine riggers. I think.
While I'm waiting on my tablet to update so I can see chat, let me give some shoutouts. Okay, let's start with let's give a shout out to Luri, who we hope will start streaming again soon.
I do want to paint a Helldrake, to be honest. That's one of the few. It's like one of the models
but I
where
wouldn't
it's just,
do it in non-metallic metal. That's like
no. I would do it with metallics, but I've seen a friend of mine. He paints a lot with iridescent colors and iridescent effects. I'd want to do the wings, rainbow iridescent. I need a bigger desk. I need my mouse like out of the way.
I see that Nadia is working in the shadows. So she gets
I didn't update my stream title.
White Wolf.
Oh God, I can't spell.
You're working on the Inca. Yeah, that's a good model.
Usually, wait.
Am I missing
Inca.
someone? Yeah, I'm missing Punk. Oh, come on. How long is this update?
Okay, I fixed my stream title, and that was one of the things I definitely forgot.
What do you mean? Scuff on a VTuber stream? Never.
Oh god, what's going on here? The Yin car
Of course, the Twitch app is gonna have an update as well, cause why not?
is the Yin car. I can't remember. Oh god, I opened your stream
Isn't it
again
one
by
of the
mistake.
Eldar models, if I'm not mistaken? Yeah, the Incarn is the second Eldar avatar for their new Death God.
I love that when I type in stuff that's like very specifically GW, I still get results for like 20 other websites before Games Workshop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's quite a cool mini. I would hate to paint all of that like flame. I want to say it looks like flames coming out of it, but it looks cool. Although I feel like this is the kind of model, it's got so many tiny holes and bits where I feel like some guy, a model's loose sword is easily going to get caught on it.
Well, you can't really do good like glow or flames without an airbrush.
I do have an airbrush, but it broke, so I need to buy a new handle thing.
Ah.
But I've got everything else, like, the compressor and the actual line, that all still works. I've used it a few times for various things. Having a compressor is surprisingly useful.
Okay, now I have chat on the painting desk.
Why don't you just set up a monitor on the painting desk to mirror one of your other monitors?
I don't have space for a monitor.
Before anyone asks, I do not care about mold lines.
It's kind of a soul fire. There's a million soul stones in that fire. Jesus.
Yeah. As I said, it looks cool, but I don't want to paint it or build it, really. I'll be honest, there's a lot of models where I just go to my friend and go, I'm not building this here, you build it for me. And then he goes, oh, I'll do it for 20 quid. I go, well,
So
I'll abandon you at the store.
Basically what you're saying is you're a lazy bum.
No, some of the models are just terrible to build. Have you built the Eldar? What's the big one called? But that's not a Titan. Weirdly enough, a lot of the range that I hated building was Eldar, actually. Like, that's just a coincidence, but I think it's because they also do have some of the oldest kits. Xenos. Eldari. What's he called? He's not that one. Not that dude.
Every now and then I ask people what they'd like to see me paint, and Jeff A.K. Retired suggests the Incarn. Yeah, Incarn is a cool model.
The Wraith Knight was such a horrible model to build. The instructions are really old, and it doesn't have shading on the actual pictures, so you're left guessing.
Well, to be honest, the whole Night Haunt line is a bit shit to build, because they are very like thin models, and the connection points aren't the greatest.
Oh, there's 2 things. I'm on 7 followers. 3, and I will complete my goal.
Nice.
How do you? So when you're building your minis, because I think I keep missing when you do build streams. Do you like do it step by step? So you'll like cut a piece, glue it together,
Yeah.
cut a piece, glue it together.
I feel like it's more organized for me that way.
I prefer to sort of cut all the pieces out, put them on the page that I'm on, and then I'll go through gluing and assembling the entire page in one go. No? White Wolf? What's wrong? Even when Malta isn't playing, yeah, you can tell that he's not become obsessed with that game at all. I'm still not sold on that game, to be honest, fully. I cut and glue the other way gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I do the
To me,
same.
it gives you anxiety, White Wolf. How does it give you anxiety? Can you explain that to me?
I know that there are people, I think those people are crazy, that cut everything from the sprue and then they glue.
I'll usually do an entire page. I don't go further than a page just because I don't. I usually keep it on top of the part that it represents on the page. The only time I don't do that is when I've built the same kit like 50 times, like the tactical Marines from Forest Heresy. I've built so many of them, I can practically build them with my eyes closed. What if I knock a piece off the side when I'm not paying attention? I mean, I feel like this is I feel like this is sort of hypocritical of me to say, considering I literally just figured out how to add tags to the stream and added ADHD. But like, pay attention. It's something you're building in front of you. How can you not realize it's there? It's not like it's going to run away. I dropped a horn from Indestra.
Yeah, but if you knock it like and it gets lost somewhere in the debris of your room, because you know.
You see, White Wolf, that is why I have my building set up and my desk where I don't have a carpet beneath me. I just have a hard floor, so it's easy to find. Is White Wolf a streamer?
Yes. He also
okay.
streams miniature painting.
Okay.
He's an amazing painter, so if you guys wanna see like what a good painter is, not my finger painting, definitely check him out. I dropped a horn from the incarn, was hunting in the carpet for the farm. Stormcast arm!
I can't think of Indestra and not laugh anymore after the last tournaments I've been to with it.
Why?
My opponent, so I had Kragnos. He was fairly by himself, to be honest. He literally had like maybe 6 or so inches behind him. He had the Wardock with him, a healing priest. Indestra drops in from the sky, 9 inches in front of him. Celestant Prime drops in from the sky, 9 inches in front of him. So, what's it called? Indestra then proceeds to fail all of her shooting. And because Kragnos is, of course, a monster, that would have been double damage. But because she failed, she did nothing at all. She charges, just barely gets into combat with Kragnos. And by barely, I mean literally rolling a 1 and a 2 on the dice. And then...
Don't send me to
called?
Jesus, Nico. Kragnos is a beast, that's very true.
Kragnos, if you can roll well, he does really good. The problem with Kragnos, and everybody thinks, oh, he's such a he's so big and powerful. he dies really, really quickly.
Yeah,
And
he's a
I
bit
know this
squishy.
because I basically professionally play him in tournaments at this point. Considering since January, I have solely been running Kragnos and Co. lists. They ruined him with the 4-up save, so basically any rend sort of just massively screws him over now.
And the thing is, he doesn't have like a lot of health like the
Giants, no.
behemoths, yeah. So he can't really like soak the damage.
Oh yeah,
Cause yeah, the behemoths also have like the 4-up save. But at least they have like a ton of health to soak up the damage from it. Don't throw a 7. Yeah, that's very true. Like, his strongest ability that says, like, if you roll the combination of your two dice, if it's a 7, it does nothing. Because you can get, in a lot of cases, you can get a 7. Like, you can roll a 6 and a 1, that's a 7. 4 and 3 is a 7. 5 and 2 is a 7. So it's not like it's a small chance for you to actually roll a 7. I think Jack's stream died. It's very possible. Yeah, his stream is dead. He's been having issues with his internet. Yeah, Jack's internet doing the usual. At this point, whenever I'm streaming with him, I'm just like prepared to be left alone at some point.
Hello?
Hello, you back?
I think so.
Nice.
My router thought that it was 7 o'clock at night.
Huh?
I don't know. Honestly, I just don't know.
You really need to get a new router.
Well, this was the brand new Virgin Media one that we just got.
Okay. And it's still giving issues?
Yeah. Looking at the logs, it looks like it sends out a timing request and it just fails.
Yeah, that doesn't
Right.
sound great, but
Maybe I should just move over to your country just for the stable internet. Reason
yeah,
for migration.
we
Reason
do
for
have
migration.
very
Internet.
stable internet here.
Yeah, because you got no one using it. You've got a collective 12. You've got a collective of 12 people using it, and you're all four, and you're four of them.
There are like 2 million people just in my city. What do you mean?
I'm sorry. How much? London has a higher population than your country.
That's true. But we still have a better internet than you.
Yeah, but I live in basically the rural UK. In the part of the country
I
that
still
everybody
feel-
forgets about.
Yeah, I still feel that it's not like just the rural part, because I know other people like that live in like bigger cities and so on, that they still complain from the UK internet.
Has anything happened in chat whilst I was away? What do you
Luri
mean, what's wrong
commented
with my
Jack's
bitrate
internet
index?
doing the usual thing again.
Oh, I need to set up the shared chat again.
Point and what? Why at me? I'm not the one with the shitty internet.
How do I reconnect shared chat?
Just give me a second. I think it switched the. You need to send me a new invite.
Okay. I need to refresh this page. Knock.
I like how it.
I think it's working.
Yeah.
It's working. It's working. What music do you normally put on? Is it a custom playlist or is it a pre-made one?
Custom playlist.
Uh,
But
Oh
I
my
have
God,
also
Jack is
separated my
hello,
audio from
Michio.
the VOD, so I don't get.
Yes, I am streaming. Thank you for the
copyright.
follow.
Hey Michi, how are you doing?
How dare you describe my stream as unstable, Twitch? Just listen, just because I have ADHD, right? Poor network connection detected. Well, I can't do anything about that. Have you tried asking the net connection to be richer? To be fair, Michi, I have been streaming for a little while now.
Well, wow is a bit much. You have been streaming for like what, 2 weeks now?
Listen, 2 weeks is like forever in my head, okay?
Okay. Whatever you
Jack
say,
is
but
unstable.
whatever you say.
Thank you, Lurie.
Jack is unstable. I mean, his stream is.
We got him super out of it last couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, you had like some health stuff to deal with, so that's
Am I
completely
allowed to have a
understandable.
knife on stream?
Yes. Why? As long as you don't threaten like to harm yourself with it or something like that.
I don't know. I might accidentally harm myself.
Well, yeah, but that's part of the hobby. Like, there is no like hobbies that
Half of,
hasn't cut himself at least once with his hobby knife.
yeah. It's like, is Twitch going to get angry if I accidentally hurt myself for the 20th time? It's like, at this point, I should probably just be an expert in using these tools, but it's on my hands. I'm such a messy builder. That's okay. Paint's going to go on top of it and hide my mistakes.
Come on, Jack, I used to have UK internet and it was slow. Sure, but never that bad. Disconnected every stream.
Why is my chat died?
Is your stream going down again?
Oh no, it just missed off a couple of messages from Leary. Okay. Yeah, because for some reason in my shared chat, my last message from Yuri is that I'm unstable. But the last message when I look at your stream on the side of my other monitor, I've got the other one. Listen, if you want to come and fix my internet, Leary, you can be. I will invite you over, and you can do that for me.
Are you gonna be paying his travel expenses as well?
Listen, I said I'd invite him. I never said I'd pay for him.
Come on, he's gonna fix your internet.
You
The
know my
least you
profession.
can do is pay for his travel expenses.
I'll gift you a sub to Melter. I feel like that's a pretty good trade. There's some
I'll be
high
down
quality
with
content
that.
on that channel. We should sacrifice Melter to appease the internet gods. Oh,
Nico,
you saying
you're
that
more
is
like sacrificeable size.
sacrificable size? What does that even mean?
Cause he's easier to sacrifice, cause he's small.
Oh, there's like nearly 10 people watching us.
Nice.
I can't wait for my Twitch analytics to be comparing every one of my solo streams to this shared stream. My one of my analytics is literally saying that you're doing okay. You're only minus 18 on this specific analytic. And it's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, because that came from a shared stream. It's
I
like,
love
wait,
it
you're making your way back
we're
up.
doing like an EU co-op, because then we're usually like in 60, 70, 80 like viewers. And then my next stream is like 6 people. And Twitch is like, hey, you're minus 58 viewers.
Yeah, it feels real encouraging, doesn't it?
By the way, coffee, if anyone is drinking. Cheers.
Ew, you should be drinking tea.
EU.
Yes, that is the region we are a part of, the EU. How the hell does this go on?
Mel, to think about it, what would you rather be given? One Ferrero? Did you just compare yourself to a Ferrero Rocher? You're not that high quality of chocolate, my friend.
What kind of conversation is going on?
Don't worry about it.
I'm seeing the same chat as you.
As I said, don't worry about it.
What What kind of deal do you have going on with your employees, Melta?
I had 3 coffees so far, may get a 4th one. Cheers, bestie. Are you gonna start vibrating after the 4th coffee? Like, you're gonna produce, like, infinite energy?
Oh no, are you gonna be like Fry in the episode from Futurama, where he just turns into the Flash?
Ah, where he saves the people from the fire. That was a good
Yeah.
episode.
I've not watched all of Futurama. I've watched a handful. It was always
Of
on at
course, my
really
pain
random
is clogged.
times. Of course, your pain is water? What?
Walked.
What are you painting again? Something. I like how I'm just your hand model in the corner of the screen.
Yes.
Are you just doing a stream capture of
Yes.
my stream?
It's easier.
I'll be honest, I don't know any other way you would do it, so.
We can do it through Discord, but then we risk like exposing some chats and stuff.
Isn't that what streamer mode's for?
Yeah, but if it's streamer mode is on, you can't actually capture
Oh, that's dumb.
the Discord at all.
At least that's smart how they've implemented it to stop any potential risk.
Yeah.
Building balloon boys. These are gonna be so fun to paint. All of that metal trim. Balloon boy. What? I only played like the first game. I think I've played the first and the third game of the Five Nights at Freddy's Nico. So if there's a character called Balloon Boy, I will not know who that is.
I haven't played any of the FNAF games.
Maybe we should play them together. Are they co-op?
I don't think so.
I'm sure we can find a mod for it. Ah. I just hurt myself. I am indeed a grown adult. Your tummy doesn't like 4 coffees. Why am I not surprised? Hello, Fukuro.
Hey Fuku, how are you doing? Hope your weekend is going good.
See, I'm just waiting for you to pronounce the name so that I don't get it wrong. Can you buy? I was really hungry. Really hungry. You're big girl. Alright, third through building these balloon boys.
Balloon boys.
Yeah. Engine riggers. I'm gonna have to check the app actually to see how I'm gonna build them. Because I think this might be one of the cases where you don't actually want to build the heavy weapons. I think if you build the heavy weapons, you don't get the Ooh. if you build the heavy weapons, you don't get the melee for some reason. Where did I install the app? There it is. Security breach. How many FNAF games are there, Leroy? I remember there was
5 or 6 official ones, and then there are like a billion knockoffs.
You see, I knew about I know there's the one with like a spring trap dude. And then I remember another one where you went into like an underground bunker or something. Yeah, so with the engine riggers, if you give them a heavy weapon, they lose the melee weapon. Well, their melee weapon is just like actually quite decent as it is. So you almost want to just leave it as the default. $30 video games? Jesus. I remember being in like the middle of high school when the first one came out.
Yeah, but it has been, what, 10 years since you were in middle of high school?
Something like that. I was talking to this at a tournament with some mates, and we got into the topic of CVs and stuff. And one of the guys said, "He's like anything that's like from 10 years ago, I just don't include on a CV because it's just not important." And I was just like, "Well, 10 years ago, I was in high school, so I need all the experience. I need all the information I can get." Did you watch the Yogscast at all?
Used to, yeah.
I still watch them quite a lot. They've released like a lo-fi thing of all of their
Is Jesse Cox still part of
songs.
the Yogcast?
Jesse Cox?
Yeah,
I don't think he ever was a part of the Yogscast.
sure.
He's done a couple of things with them, but he's never been a part of the Yogscast.
Okay,
I mean, I can
maybe
check.
I'm
They actually have a Wikipedia.
misremembering.
I know Jesse Cox supposedly looks similar to Simon.
No.
If that's what you're thinking.
No. I'm thinking of Jesse Cox. I used to watch their podcast back in the day when he was doing with Dodger and Total Biscuit.
Yeah. No, he's not. He's never been a part of the Yogscast, but he's worked with them a lot of times. No caption today? What? What do you mean, no caption?
I think I kept captions. Let me take a look. Okay. Yeah, captions are enabled. Let me
Maybe they
check.
can't figure out my northern voice.
That's strange. Yeah, the captions aren't coming up on the stream. I don't know why.
Maybe you should.
I think I know why. Give me a second.
He's thinking, people, be careful. Brace. He's trying to think again. He's not great at this, so
Hello?
give him time.
Yeah, there should be captions now.
Okay, go back to stations, people. He's no longer thinking. I always forget how long it takes me to build things.
Yeah, because I forget that on the painting stream I'm using different
Microphone?
and the captions are based on the microphone.
And he grills. Oh my god, did I grill? Grilled all the the tasty fusion. Ooh, where's the cool head? There's the cool head.
Yeah, back.
I guess I'll have to entertain both of our chats. Sup. It is indeed I. What are people up to? Until your internet dies. Wow, Larry, thanks.
Jack
You shut the hell
catching
up.
shots.
You shut up, Melter. He's not even in my chat, so I can't kick him for being annoying.
Don't you kick my viewers.
What about if the viewer is named Vi?
Vi is okay.
Ain't wrong. Right, you're right. You don't need to bully me. I could be doing anything right now.
I think Luri is telling you to get in line, brat.
Who is telling who?
Luri is telling you.
Oh yeah, you can't see my stream apparently.
Goodness.
I ain't no brat.
Yes, you are.
I'm a goddamn space marine, thank you very much. Damn, I've got a lot of wasted stuff on this sprue I'm not using. So everything you for people looking at mine, everything you can see on this sprue is just leftover stuff that is now not going to get used. There's so many bits. I know it's a dual part kit, but still. Well, I can certainly use some of it for decorations. I wonder if this will count towards my average.
Your average what? Viewers?
'Cause I think to unlock VIP or something, I need to have like a certain amount of average viewers.
Not sure to be honest. Shared viewers works really strange for Twitch.
Is there anyone from Twitch? You can just answer that for me, thanks.
Yeah, I doubt Twitch stuff will be in our streams.
You don't know about Lurie is secretly part of Twitch. He works for Twitch secretly, right?
Yeah, I'm sure. We're all Melta's brats. He's the BBW after all. Yes. I'm the boss brat waifu.
That's definitely what that means.
What does it mean then, Mr. Smarty Pants?
Just don't give away your secrets. Your secret's safe for me, Lurie.
Don't give away my secrets.
What about if they weren't your secrets to begin with? Like, are they technically Twitch's secret? God, it's the wrong way around. Okay, that's better. Oh God, where is this piece gone? I just had it. There it is. I just had it in my hand for like a second and it disappeared. So far, these are going fairly well, putting these balloon boys together. I didn't think it would go this easy. Oh, hello, Vi. Let me start the timer to see how long it takes for you to get timed out by someone again. Oh wow, I think I'm one
What are you
follower
guys
away
painting?
from
I
the
am
goal.
doing a big robot and Jack is doing some Caradron overwords.
You had character development, but what kind of character
Highly
development?
doubt it.
Is this good character development? Did you go to like the mountains in like some part of Chinese territory or Nepal, or I don't know where mountains are, somewhere? You practiced. I'm interested. How did you practice? And who did you practice on? Did they consent?
Consent is important.
It's like tea. Have you seen that video?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've sent
We
it to
still
me
use-
before.
We still use that video in my industry. It's such a funny video.
From my master arty.
I don't know about Artie being the one. Vi, it sounds innocent until you say she taught me many things. Also, Artie is not exactly the most innocent person.
Well, to be honest, Viz and Artie are maybe the most say-so people in the group.
What the hell was that, Seribot? Added blocked term cheap viewers.
Somebody tried
That?
to sell you cheap viewers.
Oh, as in like
A
bots.
bot, yeah.
I'm learning every day that Twitch is just like 4 things away from collapsing. Oh god. I need to really get a better mounting system. Okay, that works. I just need to remember to build over here. I keep building in the wrong spot. Vaguely like this. She taught me many things. Well, insert bright emote here. Define BBW, because I understand BBW, but some film original that definitely does not fall under.
Are you sure about
Well,
that, Nico? But yeah,
Nico.
for Melta is Bradbus.
They like to make things up.
The guy that Melt is painting doesn't seem human. It's not human, it's a robot. What?
Why do you struggle with Captcha? I need to get like some masking tape and mask off where this camera can see. Because I keep accidentally moving out of view of it. Oh, are you guys all creaming over Expedition 33 again?
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Expedition
It just doesn't.
33 OST swabs. And
I
it
don't know what it
swabs
is. I
bad.
just don't. It just doesn't appeal to me yet. Alright, everything's going everywhere.
I can see that you took liking to. I have been saying that I'm obsessed with the game for the last 2 weeks. What do you mean? You see now?
He's a little slow, okay? This is my engine rigger, number 1. How do I paint him? I think I'm gonna have to figure out how to paint him
Just
without putting him in.
chiming here to say I appreciate you. Okay, I appreciate you too, Virva. Hope your weekend is going well.
Thank you for joining me over. How do you paint models when they have a flight base? Do you paint them off the base, or do you just mask the base, the flying stand?
Kinda depends on the model.
Well, engine riggers in this case.
So if the model, even without the base, is like extremely has like very pointy bits and like sticky outy bits, and it's hard to hold onto, I would usually pay him on the base. If he's not that like hard to like handle out of the base, I would usually paint it off the base.
Yeah. Because what I used to do was I would just paint after the fact. I would just paint the flight stand black.
Mm.
Well, I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I'm gonna glue these guys to their bases. Although I am smart, I need to glue the flight stand to the base first. I keep accidentally sniffing the glue.
Don't sniff goo. It's not good for you.
Yeah. No, definitely not. I don't know why that sounded sarcastic. I'm gonna have the big annoying part coming up now. I've got the big boat to build. How you guys do? Doing fine. I had like a solid 11 hours of sleep last night and I'm still sleepy. Not sure how that works, but whatever. Well, yeah, sleep rests you. So why is it that I wake up and I'm more sleepy? Apparently Stream Elements is in my chat, but I didn't think I used Stream Elements. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to take what you say seriously. Every time you explain something, it sounds like you're a car salesman.
Full of voice in the seat.
Kind of, yeah. We're building the big boat this time. You want me to be timed? I don't want you to be timed out. If you want to be timed out, that's your own prerogative. I think we're gonna have to do this big ship in multiple stages, painting wise. You love to see me suffer. Not really. I love my partner. I love food. I love painting. Your name doesn't really make the top 100 of things that I love.
He meant that you love to see Vi suffer.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Jack thinks that much about you, that you're making the list of like his likes and
Well, I
dislikes.
couldn't stop having to think about you two yesterday, considering every 2 seconds my phone's going off. I'm like, oh, is my partner messaging me? Is it an emergency? No, you two are just having a flame war with gifts.
Yeah. Let's be honest, I think I won that war.
I don't know, I just muted the channel. It was literally going off like every 2 minutes whilst I was in a game. Oh, why couldn't this just be molded on as a part? I have to cut these tiny, tiny cogs out.
You didn't win. I got busy, okay? Excuses!
You got busy with what? You don't have a life. Everyone else in this chat does because they're amazing. Don't know about you. Well, I'll say I don't know about you. I do know you don't have a life. Your life revolves around our chat. Bro, you're I'm not delusional. I'm not a filthy part of the flesh eater's court. You will never defeat me in the gift war. But you already are defeated. It seems Vi has been defeated. I wonder if I have enough spray paint to actually get this primed today. I should do. I did buy some extra. Then again, it depends if I remember where I put that extra spray paint.
Thank you for redeeming the daily catnip.
What is the Kaylee Datnet?
It's like a check-in. Basically,
Okay.
people redeem it and they get one catnip that accumulates over time.
Can you use it for anything?
At the moment, no, but maybe sometime in the future we can do like a raffle or giveaway with the catnips.
So it's like an NFT at the moment.
It's not even NFT, it doesn't have any assets. It's just something
Awesome.
that the bot keeps track of.
Is that basically what an NFT is?
No. In a moment.
In a moment?
Yeah, this redeems stretch and hydrate, but I'm doing something, so I'll do that in a moment.
I mean, I could hydrate with these if you want me to, but I've got the only water I have in front of me is paint water.
Oh, stretchy. Stretchy. Ugh. And hydrate. Thank you for the care package.
Ooh, my buddy's going to be picking up some more Sky Wardens for me. That's nice. They're basically non-existently out of stock at the moment, so trying to get a hold of them is quite hard.
That's nice.
He's at a what's he at? I think he said he's got a 40k teams tournament he's going to. My mouse is in the way again. Great. Ooh, now we get the big pieces out of the way in a moment. I'm going to connect the big piece to the ship. And then I can start whooshing it around like an airplane.
Wish. We are.
You know who I think should have faction terrain?
The Caradrons?
Yeah, they should have like a floating, movable, like repair bay or repair dock thing. Because we have movable faction terrain. The
Now,
Lumineth one
yes,
moves.
we didn't used to.
The Lumineth one can move.
Yeah, but it didn't used to move. They introduced this fairly recently.
I know it's such a dumb idea, but I love it. All of these pieces look the same. Time to put the big boy on. So it's that way. Apologies.
Bless you.
How you doing? Yeah. My English is terrible. How you doing, Yuri? Luri?
Luri.
I'll get there eventually.
Eventually, yeah.
Listen, it took me a long time to start calling she anything more than just E.
E. E, 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 E. Have you seen that meme?
Yeah. We're doing fine. I'm probably getting slightly tired. I'm actually not too tired. I need to go get something to eat soon.
You need to get what?
Either something to eat or something to drink. One of the two. Probably both. I have some sausage rolls left over from yesterday. Can't say no to a good sausage roll. And if you can, you should just be denied entry to the UK forever. Building the wings. I've always find it kind of funny how the Caradon Overlord, the ships are basically just giant hot air balloons. Is it from Greg's? Yes, it is actually. Although it's the pack of like 4 or 5 of them you get. So it's not like proper Greg's because it's not nice as fresh hot Greg's, but it's still Greg's. You're making me want to go out to Greg's now. It's annoying as well because Greg's is not a close one. Ooh, we're almost on 2 hours.
Yeah. I don't usually like look at how much I have been streaming. When I'm done, I'm done.
You just don't pay attention to any of the stats or anything.
No. I have turned off concurrent viewers. I have turned off like how much time I have been streaming.
Yeah, he ignores you. You should come watch me instead on my channel. Where I should be live on Tuesday and Wednesday this week.
Hey Paka, how are you doing? Hope your
Hey
weekend is
Alpaca,
going
how's it
well.
going? Look at that, Melty. You're making Leary cry. How can you so heartlessly make your viewers sad and cry like that?
Because they're brats, they cry for all sorts of things.
Such as
Been at sea and back to one. How? What? You have been to sea? I mean, he's not wrong. See? Luri agrees with me. In Germany, it's illegal for most companies to let people work on Sundays.
I think the UK economy would collapse in 10 minutes with that rule.
Yeah. Jack, can you take a look at my stream and tell me what you think of this non-metallic? To be honest, I can't really be asked to spend more time on it. If it was like a commission or maybe a display piece, good enough.
The abs look really nicely highlighted.
Good enough. Mm.
If McDonald's is open, I should be allowed to work. What's funny is where I live, there's basically nothing open past like 11, half 11 at night. Even on Saturday, Sundays, aside from like a couple of pubs. Except for the McDonald's, which is 24-hour. You good?
Yeah, why?
Oh, that's why. I accidentally somehow unmuted your stream.
You were hearing twice?
Yeah. Although it only should be in my ears. Because if I set everything up correctly, I should be the only one who can hear Chrome. Chrome shouldn't be detected by OBS.
Let's hope you're right.
This one is open from 9 till 24. The cheeseburger's a solid choice. There are like other options that are better, but it's a solid choice. I usually prefer to go with the chili cheeseburger. And an ice cream. Yeah, they've got Biscoff McFlurries back in around here again. It's so good. Have you had the Biscoff McFlurries that's all over there?
I don't think we've had them in here.
Oh, that's so nice.
Because the thing is with
Although
McDonald's, like the menu from country to country is also very different.
To be fair, the UK seems to be on a bit of a Biscoff and everything hype.
Although I haven't been to a McDonald's in a fairly long time, so I can't really speak like what they have on their menu or not.
I go far too often. Feels like this could be a really cool conversion kit.
I feel that the McDonald's never really like picked up a lot in like my country, because we have a lot of like fairly good kebab places. So for something like fast and cheap that you just need to eat, most people will prefer the kebab.
Ooh, I get to flip the page. I get to build bombs.
Bombs.
Although they all have a different shape, which would make you think that, oh, is there a mechanic for them to have different select options? But no, it's all the same. At Rotta around 4, will we still have time to pick up our badges? Oh, you going to TwitchCon?
Yeah. We'll be going to the Netherlands in a week or so.
Well, I assume that's what Dune Beast is on about.
If I arrive at a router around 4, we will still have time to pick up our badges. Yes, the badge pickup is, I think, until 8 or 6. I need to check.
Do you get anything special for being a Twitch streamer and going, or?
Twitch streamer, no. If you're a partner, we do have access to like a partner launch, but there are like community meetups and stuff like that. So even if you're like just a streamer, there are still a lot of networking opportunities, if nothing else.
So you get to go to the what's called the VIP, basically.
Kinda, yes, but not really.
Oh yeah, because you're still partner, aren't you?
Yeah. What do you mean still?
Well, I forget because it has such a high requirement.
Yeah.
That you used to stream a while ago.
Good thing about the partner is that once you make it partner, like there's something very
retire.
outrageous that needs to happen for them to remove your partner. Yeah, there are goodie bags for affiliates and partners, but judging like what was in the partner bag last year, I don't think the affiliate bag is any good as well.
What's the difference between affiliate and partner again?
Nowadays, not that much, to be honest. It used to be a lot bigger, but they have done a lot to like minimize the difference between partners and affiliates. Yeah, so partners, every partner can create 2 teams in their lifetime. One of my babies is the EU VTubers, one that I made.
He made them, all of them.
Yes, there are all my children. You have the check mark that like the partners get. It's kind of like verified, I guess.
Does that explain why most of the YouTubers are all bratty people?
Virva, as one of the admins of the group, you're also one of the dads, so don't try and wiggle yourself out of responsibilities.
What does that make the mods?
Uncles and aunties.
Gonna have fun painting.
What else is different nowadays for partners? We do get access to like there is a partner Discord where you can like basically network and try to collaborate with like other partners. And also like, for example, whenever we submit like emotes and stuff, I think they get reviewed a little bit faster.
Look, I'm being called hot mold dad basically daily nowadays. I'm not trying anything. Hot mold dad.
Yeah, because Virva is a mushroom.
I guess that means you must be a pretty.
At least I'm just a brat. Yeah, Ludi, you're just a brat. Also, I think that there is like a priority support for partners as well, like for whenever you submit issues and stuff. So that's also plus. Okay, Pack, have a safe trip.
Enjoy. I'm gonna Melter, tell MAA faggot, do you want me or not? I'm gonna throw in the big bucks. I'm assuming you understand what
Tell
that
me,
means, Melter,
motherfucker,
because
do you
that sounds
want me
like
or
gibberish.
not? I'm ready to throw in the... What? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Like, oh, for the TwitchCon. Yes, come on, but did you find accommodations? Because I
Yeah, you
think
found
most of the
your
like
bed.
close accommodations have been booked already.
He already has accommodation, your bed, right?
Oh, you found everything. Okay. Yeah, I would share a bed with him. The thing is that the Airbnb that we have booked is only for 3 people, and there are no guests allowed.
How are they gonna know?
I'm not sure, to be honest.
Not find things. They're invisible. The walls have eyes.
Yeah, if you have found accommodations and everything, book it, and we're gonna meet on Friday in Rotterdam. Cause I think you're coming just for the event, right? You're not coming for the touristy stuff before that.
Is Rotterdam the place where it's legal to get like weed?
Virva, I'm not on the chibi today. Let me refund your points. Yes, I can.
Am I just missing pieces?
Chibi headphones. Why isn't the request not even coming out? The actual okay. Reject.
Do you mean you're stealing that? What are you stealing?
When do
What
I
do you
fly
steal
out?
from
We
us?
are going on Monday, but we're going around like Amsterdam area for a couple of days, and then on Hi Cup. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope your weekend is
Hello,
going well.
How you doing?
So we'll be until Friday in Amsterdam, and then we are going to Rotterdam on the 30th to grab our badges and stuff like that.
IRL stream? Question mark?
I'll try to do some either IRL streams or like record some videos to post and so on, but it will kind of depend, like where we're going, if I can like bring camera and tripod with me and stuff like that.
I'm so blind. I still can't find these pieces. Oh, there it is. That is so invisible. You have
To
a
be
referral.
honest, like a referral link, it doesn't really matter because I think that because I have already bought my ticket, the discount, I'm not sure how exactly it will work.
So do you get a discount for everyone else that comes?
So they introduced something new this year with the TwitchCon. So when you buy the ticket, you get a referral link, and then if somebody like purchased the referral link, the ticket through your referral link, you get a discount off of your ticket.
Right.
I think like if 3 people buy the ticket through your referral link, you get the basically your ticket comes to free or something like that. Wiz or Rainer? Neither. Both Wiz and Rainer, their like leg space is atrocious. We are flying with Bulgaria Air.
You're flying with Bulgaria?
Bulgaria Air. It's like the British Airlines but Bulgarian.
Wow, do they have a whole 4 planes?
How what?
Do they have at least 4 planes?
I would imagine so, yeah.
Oh, get in the hole. There we go.
I don't know
So
why.
difficult.
Why do you think like my country is not like 100,000 people, dude?
It's tiny.
Yeah, it's not a big country, but do you know how many smaller countries there are in the world?
There's basically just you and like 4 other people, right?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say, Jack.
starting to look pretty cool.
What looks cool?
The frigate.
Oh, nice.
Wait, I should probably put the bomb wrecks on.
He's gaslighting you, it's a wasteland. It's not that bad, come on.
Well, if it was a wasteland, that means there was people there, though. You can't have a wasteland with nobody to make the waste to begin with. Or maybe he's talking about the UK, which is also believable in in that circumstance. Where have I put the sprue? There it is. A lot of people in the country are a waste, and they waste the air. Sorry to say, but it's true. Wow. You're like insulting Melter and all of his extended family, which makes up the population.
Yeah, he's also from Bulgaria, so he's allowed to. Because he also knows, like, the bullshit we have to do in this country.
Well, live next to you.
What do you mean?
The bullshit you have to deal with in that country, living next to you.
What do you mean living next to me?
Well, your country's basically like 2 streets, isn't it?
Uh-huh. Yeah. We are smaller than the Vatican. Can you imagine?
I didn't. To be fair, the first time I went on Google Maps, I didn't realize how massive the Vatican was. I thought it was
Vatican is
literally
one
just a
square.
building.
What do you mean it's massive?
I thought it was literally a building.
No, it's like the square in front of the the Pope building and the surrounding like buildings. It's basically the St. Peter Square.
I wonder where they make money.
Where do they make money? I would say donations and stuff like that. Because the
there's a
Catholic
church,
Church is pretty big.
I mean, I know they're big on donating and stuff. I still would have wanted them to have elected a black pope.
Isn't
Just to
the
see
new Pope
America's
American?
reaction. I don't think he is.
You sure?
Give me a moment. I'll verify. New Pope American.
Vatican City is approximately 0.5 square kilometers.
So about 3 to 4-ish times the size of Bulgaria, then.
I'm not sure if you're just like shit talking or you're just that bad at geography.
Melter, we've played GeoGuessr in your city, in your country before. I know it's bigger.
I'm not gonna blame you, not gonna why. Like, most Westerners don't even know like where Bulgaria is located.
I think he's American. Oh, what happened? Was this tab gone? Hello, Q. Thank you for the follow.
Hey Q, thanks for the work.
I think that makes me at 10 followers now. Which is quite
882
concerning.
inhabitants, still bigger than most villages here. Yeah, that's true. We have like villages here that used to house like 500 to 1,000 people, but because like a lot of the older population have died out and the younger population has moved to the cities, there are like villages with 500 houses that have like 50 people.
So what you're saying is we are every day closer to your goal of
Purchasing
owning,
whole village, yes.
yeah, and then buying Twitch streamers to come and live there for 10% ad revenue. To be fair, when you think about it, followers, like if you could imagine 10 people following you in the street as you're like just going to the shops, that's kind of scary.
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what number you're on. Well, just like that many people just
Followers?
like following. Yeah, just like that many people following you around.
So I'm almost at 3,000. Before the hiatus of the channel, we were at 3.6k.
Damn, 3,000 people following you. That's
Now
scary.
imagine like the big streamers that have like 6 million followers.
Enough to rival countries.
My country is 6.5 million people.
Basically, if they could just buy Bulgaria and move all their followers there, they would have a small country of their own.
Yes.
That's scary.
I have to do a whole other side of this with non-metallic, and then I have to do the back as well. Jack, why did I agree to do this?
I was gonna say you chose to do that this stream.
Who bullied me into doing this?
Ah, yes, we bullied you into doing it.
Yes, you did.
Wow, chat. We bullied him so hard. I mean, you're not wrong, Lurie. He does.
Well, Melta works punishment apparently. No, I don't.
You played Jump King.
Although for a quick non-metallic, I have to say it doesn't look bad.
No, it looks terrible.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Stop, he's enjoying it. Enjoying what? I think this will be like a multi stream endeavor though. Because I still need to do the edge highlight on this side before I even like start doing the other side.
A younger version of me would magnetize my weapon options here, but I
I'm
just
too
don't
old for that
care.
shit.
I just do not care. I've never played against people who have ever gone, oh no, it's not WYSIWYG, I can't play against that. I'm gonna glue the turret in place though. I don't necessarily want it moving. I think the only parts I'm definitely going to keep off is all of the crew. Is there a way on OBS to make it so if you switch to a different scene, it will automatically mute?
There are automatic transitions. So, for example, if it detects like you have opened a full screen game, it will switch over to your in-game scene, for example.
Mm.
And when you like turn off the game, it will switch over to your talking scene. So yes, there are kinda like automatic transitions.
You couldn't trust it. I mean, I don't trust technology. You never know when it's going to start making robot noises and then suddenly you've got a murderous toaster trying to kill you.
That is valid.
69. Where did the piece go? There it is. There's like the tiniest shoulder pauldron I've ever seen. It's like basically the size of a nail.
I could not trust that. Yeah, I don't trust it as well. That is why I'm using like menu switch between the scenes.
See, I have enough jank as it is, so I don't want to mess around with anything automatic.
In your case, I think that would be very smart.
Like my stream works just about enough of the time. I don't need to add anything to make it more unstable.
Trust that? No trusting, no trust.
I mean, if you want me to. Yeah, you be careful there, Nico. Dualuri said. Why is there already 15 messages I've not seen? What is this? Oh god, it's the rest of your GIF war.
Yes. Give for, give be given. I didn't say anything weird. Well,
Have you been learning from Vi?
oh god, no, I hope not. If people start warning from Vi, that would be very bad. Pedro, 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 Pe.
We can never dig too deep. Oh god, my D&D group chat has woken up.
Stop reading your Discord. You're on stream. Paint. Assemble. Interact with your chat.
I have multiple monitors, okay? I can do both things. This is you, by the way.
I'm
I'm getting
painting.
real
What do you mean?
focused.
Melt, stop reading your D. That won't be a very long sentence if I'm reading my D. You know, small pee.
Well, you know what they say, it's what you do with it that matters.
That's true. Asians do revolt pretty fast, if nothing else.
I never knew that. Is that an actual thing?
Yeah.
Why isn't that getting bonked? Why isn't what getting bonked, Nico? What are you referring to in this situation?
We're just talking about small peepees.
Yeah, but why is the small PP not getting bonked? What?
Don't bonk my peepee, please.
Oh, God. I chose to actively ignore small TikTok. I know it's hard
dick
for us.
dog.
I know it's hard for us to relate, isn't it, Verva?
Hard to us to relate. Are you implying you are big dicked? You have big pee?
I have above average.
What would be considered average? I never like.
It
If
depends on your
investigated.
country.
Is it country based?
Well, damn, according to this study, I'm like well above average.
What's the average?
The average for the UK is 5
Centimeters?
inches.
Ah, because I was like, damn, you're very small dick there.
I've never heard anyone measure a dick in centimeters. What the fuck?
How much was an inch? 2.5?
Verva just put it in, I think.
16 centimeters. Ah, that's okay.
No, sorry, 5 inches is 12 centimeters.
That seems a bit small. What website
That's
are
the
you
average.
checking?
Study
Of course,
from
it's
the
country
King's
based.
College
Do you
London.
think we're as good as the Congo people?
I mean, yeah. Clearly.
Uh,
Let me check for Bulgaria then.
I think the world average is around like 15, 16 centimeters, something like that.
Penis size by country? I love this chart.
There is a chart.
Oh god. Yeah, it does not support. It is not a good chart if you are in Asia.
Yeah, Asia do have small PP.
Let's see who's got the biggest dick in Europe. Take a guess. Tell me, who do you think's got the bigger dick in Europe?
Rush. I don't know why.
No, actually, they are the same as the UK at 5.6 average. They are 6. They're a solid 6.
Spain.
Spain. Nope, Spain is actually quite small at 5.3. Italy is on the lower side at 4.9.
Really?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Trying to remember which one of these is Bulgaria. Okay. What do you think the average for Bulgaria is?
5.5, 5.6.
5.8.
Ooh, okay. I was close.
So the highest average, including a mixed method, is Sudan at 7.1. Then you've got Congo also at 7.1. A lot of these countries are Africa.
Why did I think that you were looking just for Europe? I didn't know that we're including like the whole world.
I'm trying to find the first one from Europe. The top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The top 10 are countries I believe are full or all in various parts of Africa.
Well, that kind of tracks. Let's be honest.
I'm trying to find a country in the Europe. Netherlands at 6. So the highest average for Europe seems to be 6.1.
The Netherlands?
Yes.
Well, they are kind of
Netherlands,
tall, so...
Poland. And then it's Sweden at 6.
I'm not surprised it's the Netherlands, considering they are very tall people.
Another question: who do you think has the smallest?
Who do I think has the smallest? I bet it would be somewhere in Asia.
Yeah, you are correct. 1, 2.
Taiwan?
The top three. The top three. Yeah, actually. You want to give it a guess?
Taiwan?
I
You
said you
mean
wanna
how
give-
big?
Yeah. Thailand is the smallest by average.
3.6.
0.1 off. 3.7. They are slightly smaller than North Korea at 3.8. I have no clue how they got that measurement.
I
Looking for the
admire the
surveys
people
attached.
that went to North Korea and were like, yeah, we're measuring, like, we need to measure your dicks, like, for our statistics.
Nepal is 3.9. Cambodia, Vietnam, Myanmar, Sri Lanka, Laos, they're all 4.
What is this conversation? Two people with ADHD basically veering into different topics.
Well, Japan had a stereotype for having small penises.
What?
I thought Japan had a stereotype for small dicks. They're 5 inches. That's not tiny.
No, there is a stereotype for Asia as a whole. I think
Oh,
that
just
they have
Asia
small
in general.
babies. Yeah. Basically, there is a
sources.
stereotypes that like black people have like big dicks, Asian people have small dicks, and
I mean, based
white
on
people are
this-
basically in the middle.
Based on this survey, what is this source that it is taken from? Right, I've gone to this website source, and the data is here, but it is labeled. So the tables go country,
Mm-hmm.
erect length, body size, and percentage of height.
Wait, there is a statistic. What percentage of your height your dick is?
So in Ecuador, at 17.61 centimeters,
Uh-huh.
that is an average of 10.5% of your height. Apparently, 8.66 of your height is your penis. That's such a random relation to body height.
Jack, have you abandoned your miniature just so you can read about
I'm
penis sizes?
researching. I am researching.
I can't.
Hello there.
Hey Naolin, how are you
Naolin.
doing? You're coming into a great conversation.
What are they doing, Melter?
We are talking. Naolin Davis came into the chat. We are
Well, I hope
talking
they clean
about
up.
the different penis sizes in the countries and
Across the world.
what percentage of the height they are. Wait, considering that Netherlands are fairly tall, like their average height is fairly tall, does that mean that their
I closed the
penis
website.
is
One sec, let
smaller
me get it up.
percent? It's for research and education. Yeah, it's mostly for like educational
So
purposes.
the Netherlands is 8.65%.
Hovers the follow button. I'll totally understand. To be honest, after this conversation, I wouldn't blame you if you unfollow.
Yeah, unfollow from Melter and then follow me, please. I need the followers.
Why does your gain need to be on my unfortune?
Because you like that.
Why can't we just get along?
We do.
Nope, that's small PP energy. We follow the big D people.
Why are you following Melta then?
Because I have big PP energy. I may have a small PP, but I have big PP energy.
Well, that is definitely false advertising then.
What do you mean? What do you mean?
What do you mean? Oh. When you're not your dick yet.
Oh, and after I'm done with all this non-metallic steel, I'm also doing non-metallic gold. Because why not?
Why did you choose to do this?
I don't know, man. I was
gonna say, like,
what do I wanna paint today? And then I decided, oh, this robot looks interesting. Let's do non-metallic metal on it.
Melta, this isn't a commission, is it?
No, this is for me, like, just dicking around, basically. Okay, I just left the chat. Bing Pingus energy, yeah. False advertisement, I tell you. You haven't seen my pipi. You can speak, Dune.
Let me get a
or at least I hope you haven't seen my pipi, because we have shared the room before. Okay, now this is weird for you and me. So you don't know if I have... Yeah, to be honest...
Hello, Skullcats.
I'm a pretty heavy sleeper, so I can't be sure. Moving swiftly on.
Well, if you want us to move on, chat, give us a different topic.
Yes. Also, let's be honest, what's a bit of dicking between friends?
A whole lot of fun.
Why I was sure that you're gonna say something like that.
Well, it's me. You know I'm gonna say something.
Yeah, I know, buddy. I know.
Cross tips.
Just not cross. Nothing more manly than talking about balls, by the way. Yeah, that's kind of true.
Exactly. What can be more manly than another man?
So, Jack, if you become like a big PP streamer by next year, you coming to TwitchCon?
Maybe.
Maybe.
What do you do at TwitchCon?
It's mostly networking with the community and other streamers. There are also some interesting panels.
That means like talking to people.
Oh, well, yes.
I'm not good at that.
What do you mean you're not good at that? You're maybe the most yappy person I know.
In person, I'm not good at that.
Yeah, that's understandable.
On a Discord call, I can do whatever I want. I don't have to be wearing pants.
That's also true. One of the reasons I enjoy being a VTuber, I could be in my undies and you will never know.
I thought you was going to say you could stream naked and no one would know, but...
That is also true.
If I put in my stream title that I... what's it called? Naked stream. But I say that I've not got a...
I think
I don't have my camera.
Against TOS, kind
of. I'm not technically streaming anything explicit.
Yeah, but you're kinda implying it. To be honest, this one is a bit of a gray area, because you're not showing like explicit content, but at the same time you're kinda advertising explicit content.
Yeah, but like most Twitch streamers that have like a fansly or anything, they're linked on their Twitch page.
As Pirate Software once said, VTubers are the most terrifying creatures because they could be live on their stream and at the same time they could be running towards your house, and you never know.
But Twitch is Twitch, and they will ban hammer you just because. Then I will try again. They don't have my tax information, so they don't know I'm not. They don't know who I am yet.
Yet.
It's fine. I'll just keep making false identities.
Admire the big robot while I go and grab some water. Be right back.
Admire the non-metallic metal robot. And remember, folks, he
That
did this to
sounds
himself.
really weird when you say it like that.
Go
The
and get your
non-metallic
goddamn drink,
metal
Melter.
robot.
Go and get your drink. You've got to be forceful with this one sometimes. He doesn't listen. Considering it's Twitch/Amazon, they probably do have all the information saved somewhere. Technically, I guess. Man, I'm playing Watch Dogs 2 recently. Really just put it into perspective how technically all it takes is like 2 or 3 companies to like sort of underhand work together, and they have all the information of everyone in the world. Anyway, chat, I still ain't got any discussion topics. So if there's no suggestions, we can always go back to our previous topic of discussion.
Going back to the penises.
You don't think that's already happening? Getting banned on Twitch?
You don't think that's happening? Well, considering what like online presence most of us have, I think like they already have all of our data.
I don't think it's happening too much because I don't think the people in charge can figure out how to share the money properly. So I don't think they're doing it yet because they don't know how to share the profit, so they're not going to. Because they want to have one person in control, they don't want to share. Technically, Dune fingerprint data doesn't really mean anything. Because of how your fingerprint is stored and collected, even if they gain access to the data of it, it's worthless. I mean, it's like when the EU laws came in about data protection stuff, and many of the American websites just straight up just put a thing up that says, sorry, we don't work in Europe.
American companies are probably doing it, but it's harder to catch Europe due to the EU data. That's true.
That's why I'm happy that in the UK, the GDPR is so strong.
Does the UK still follow the GDPR even though they're no longer in the European Union?
We adopted our own version of the GDPR.
Ah, okay. That makes
And
sense.
before Europe had their own GDPR, we had a similar version of it before it was an official thing. Like over here, for example, you can make a request company that has any information on you and basically say, hey, yo, I want all of the information about me now. Legally have to comply within a certain time frame.
Well,
and if they
it's the
don't, they get fined a
same.
lot of money.
It's the same for the European Union, though.
Our information officers are quite on point with it. Because I've used it a fair few times to see what companies have on me. Got that guy sorted. Not far off this frigate being finished.
Nice, nice.
I'm going to leave all the small dudes off of it for now. So I'll paint them up separately. They can
Well,
get
it
your
does to a
prints from
certain
your
point, because
phone, but
some
not in the same
countries
way.
have fingerprints and biometric launched to your ID, etc. But some countries don't have biometrics when you okay, but they can't pay to get prints from. Yes, that
It's
is
all
also true.
about how your phone stores, and how it stores and processes the biometric data. Because if it stores it as numbers and a hash, then realistically they could have the hash, but they're not going to necessarily be able to backwards
recreate
trace
it,
that
yeah.
to your finger now. Because all it does when it scans your fingerprint is it has an algorithm which will tell it to pick specific points of information, and then it will apply a sort of cryptography thing. I didn't enjoy cryptography that much, but it will apply some shit, and then it will store it as a hash. It doesn't
It will
store
apply
your whole
some shit.
fingerprint.
Best explanation ever. It will apply some shit.
It will apply some stuff. It'll do this. It'll do that, and then wiggity splat. You can log in with your fingerprint. Now, storing and sending photos takes up way more data, so numbers are more efficient. Yeah. I mean, not to be that person, you know, like, but like photos are like also numbers when it comes to anything digital. And the boat is ready.
Nice.
And the Sky Wardens and their bases should now be dry enough for me to actually glue them onto their flight bases now. I mean, I know how much our phone collects in terms of data because I've worked in app development. I know all the sensors that there are there. Your phone can detect if it's in your pocket or in your hand. It's not difficult. It's just GPS and angles. Not GPS. What's it called?
The
Oh,
gyroscope thingy.
yeah, the gyroscopes.
Uh, Chat, what should I do for 3,000 followers? Because I think we should be able to reach it in the next month or so.
24-hour live stream non-stop.
If it's on Saturday, I can kinda do something like that.
Infinity Uno.
But what else can we do, like, during this 24-hour stream?
Paints an army up. 24-hour challenge.
Fuck no. I hate conveyor painting.
How about instead of conveyor painting, it's gargants?
Make me pancakes and invite me over. Well, but then you're gonna be the only one that will benefit. I want something to.
I'll come over for the pancakes.
You're gonna pay a ticket from the UK to here just for pancakes?
It's cheaper for me to fly to you than it is to go to London for a weekend.
That is also true. Which is kind of sad. when you think about it.
Like, I could have a plane ticket to you and back, assuming you let me sleep on a sofa if I need it. And by the time I've even driven to and bought stuff in London, I've already spent more.
Yeah, I'll let you sleep on the couch. The trains in the UK are even worse than in Germany, and that's wild to me. They're also like very expensive. I remember I was looking how much will be like, and that was like 5-6 years ago. How much will be like a train from Birmingham to London, and it was something like 90 pounds.
Yeah.
That is wild to me, considering I can literally go from one side of the country to the other with a train for like
You know what's
€7.50.
You want to know something that's funny, right? So if I do Manchester to London, I can fly from Manchester to London.
Mm-hmm.
To do for like 25-30 quid.
Okay.
If I wanted to get a train from Manchester to London, I'm looking at minimum 40-50 quid here.
Damn.
And that's off peak. Sorry, that's not just off peak. That's super off peak single.
Single means one person only?
Yeah.
Is that like both
If
ways or just like one way?
That was one way.
One way. Damn.
The plane one did have a return. I wonder how much it is in petrol actually to get to London.
Do I want to paint the backside like it's going to be viewed only from the front? Ah. Hi, Princess. How are you doing? I hope your weekend is going well.
So you know how I said it would cost me between 20 and 30 quid to fly to London and back?
Yeah.
One way from where I live to London is £34 in fuel, and that's just one way. So it is quite literally cheaper for me to go and jump onto a flying jet to go to London.
Then to drive there.
Yes. And it will be significantly quicker because it's about 4 hours and a bit to get to London from where I am.
Yeah, that's a bit bad. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, less stress. To be fair, I don't find the motorways too bad. I like to sit around 60, 65, and I will just sit in that first lane. If I get stuck behind the truck, I will just keep going behind the truck. That is true. That is very true. Not as bad as the M6. For reference, Melter, the M6 basically starts near London and ends in Scotland.
No idea what the M6 is, but okay.
In the UK, roads are usually called
motorway, like M5, M6. Okay,
yeah.
Okay. Got it.
So you've got A roads and B roads, and then motorways have the M, so motorway.
Gotcha.
This is going to be a big boy to paint. Kind of want to get an airbrush to get this guy sorted, because he's got a lot of area that I could airbrush real quickly with it.
Just fix the one that you already have.
I can't. I would need to get a machine to redo the entire threading.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think it will be cheaper for you to like get a new one.
Also, it was like a very cheap airbrush. It's not like it's worth saving. Since I already have the compressor and the lines, I kind of want to just get a nice, decent-ish airbrush. Damn, we've been going for like nearly 3 hours, I think, now.
Yeah. I know it's a lot for you, considering that most of your stream have been like hour and a half at this point.
Listen, I usually aim for 2 hours. I just have a lot of complications along the way.
Streams are around 3 hours. Thank you for the hydrate, Luri. You drink too, Jack. Because you don't have a
Yes,
redeem. We need to keep you hydrated.
I don't
Ugh.
have a redeem, so you must hydrate me by other people's.
Ugh. Ugh. We were joking that the pin stock is gonna make people unfollow, but I actually was the forward.
Did you actually?
Yeah.
Like from this stream or just like general
Yeah,
decay?
from this stream.
Damn. I guess they couldn't handle
Yeah.
the penis.
The penis was too much for them. That's okay. I much more prefer like people who watch me and like stop by the stream like to follow instead of like just having followers that are just there for the follow.
Yeah. I wouldn't really know. I don't
'Cause
have that many
It
followers
also
to comment like that.
skews your like metrics quite a lot.
Yeah.
Because I have a lot of followers from like the time when we were streaming in Bulgarian that don't really like comment watch me now that I stream in English.
Mm.
So it's like really odd for me to like have almost 3,000 followers and not that many like concurrent viewers. So my metrics at the moment are like extremely skewed in terms of concurrent viewers to followers.
Can you not multi-stream with your languages?
You can, but the thing is that you still need to have like one primary language for your streams. Otherwise, it will be very confusing for everybody. I have booked everything and I'm coming for that juicy. Are you bringing the family or is it just you going to be there?
I mean, you never know. He might be just creating the family with you there.
What? Jack, I didn't hear what you said.
He might be just bringing. He might just be bringing himself to create the family whilst he's there.
Nah, he already has a family. And I also know his wife and kids.
Or what about another?
What about what?
Or what about another kid? Another family?
Yeah, I'm missing the biological parts to create the kid.
I'm sure we can engineer.
You're going
that
to be
for
solo,
you,
okay.
Malta. Solo hunting?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna be pass on that. If it's your thing, you go ahead, but
Advert time! Yay!
in the 21st century, you never know what. Well, what was the joke? Like The man can like bear children, but the experiments in Turkey are still continuing. There are men who can bear children. That's true. We also have. Was it called Junior, the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger? With Arnold Junior, I think it was called.
Oh. I think I'm gonna call it there for me.
You're gonna abandon me?
I'm sure you could do the last part. I need to go make something to eat.
The audacity.
I had like a tiny I had like a slice of toast for breakfast, and I was thinking like, oh, I'll make something in a bit, and then
I
a
haven't
lot of
eaten
things
anything
happened.
the whole day. I don't know what you're complaining about.
Listen, I'm a big boy. I need food. I'm not like you. I can't survive with no food. It will just be like the internet went out again. Malta. Wow, Larry.
That's
Can I
also
ban
true.
him?
Well, he's right though, and you can deny that. Last time you left me to deal with the escape simulator with the last three maps alone.
It's
So
not my fault my internet didn't turn back on.
yeah. Excuses.
Listen, I've been doing some fun on Escape Simulator actually that I'm planning for a future stream. I have been making my own escape room that I'm going to subject you to and whoever else joins. And it is not going to be easy. You're getting free lore. Do you mean I'm getting free lore? I'm not gonna. My lore is not that my internet dies.
Well, kinda is at this point.
I will not be known for terrible Virgin Media Wi-Fi. Okay, that's not my fault. I can't do anything about that.
Jack, the Virgin Media martyr. Melt actually managed really damn well considering he was doing it well. Yeah, thank you for noticing. I really did well. Other no internet, Jack.
Lou, are you one of my followers?
I think so.
No, you're not. I can call you an asshole. Lou, you're dead.
Yeah, dick. So if he was one of your followers, you wouldn't call him a dick. Is what you're
No,
saying.
I would feel responsible that I'd have to be nice to him.
Yeah. Also, you don't have enough followers to be a dick to them. Yet.
Well, that's shush. I mean, to be fair,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6 of these followers I have interacted with and played games with in Discord. But I'm on the way.
Yeah, you get there. You get there.
I'm only like 1% of the way towards, like, Iron Mouse, right? Or
No,
whoever else
but
to...
you are not even at 1%. You are like at 0.000000000.
How many followers do
Zero
Iron
one.
Mouse have?
I think she hit like 2 point something million.
Jesus.
Yeah, she has a lot of followers.
I wonder who the biggest VTuber is on Twitch.
On Twitch, I think it's Iron Mouse. If you include
She's 2.3 million at the moment.
if you include like YouTube, cause I feel like the YouTube community on YouTube is a bit bigger.
Oh, so what was one of the most popular one of the biggest VTubers was Gura before she obviously left.
Yeah, she's retiring this month. I don't know if
Was
she
she already
retired
retired?
already. As of May 2025, the largest VTuber on Twitch is Nemu Space Cat. I haven't even heard of her. Who
Are
has
they
2.4
an English
million
streamer?
followers. So Iron Mouse is the second biggest in terms of followers.
Nemu Space Cat has 49k followers.
I guess the date on Google is old.
Oh, that might have been the secondary. Yeah, sorry, they are 2.5 million. Nemu VT. Oh, that's probably why you might not have heard of them, Melter. I don't think they're technically a VTuber.
What do you mean they're not technically a VTuber? They are either a VTuber or they're not a VTuber.
Well, all the last previous streams that I can see on here,
Facecam?
just have a roll face cam, yeah.
Oof.
And also, all of her last streams are all poker, and then just chatting, and then poker. What's that schedule like? They're also not an English streamer.
Luri, what you're saying is you're feeding us a wrong and raw data without even verifying. The audacity.
To be fair, they are the biggest at 2.5 million followers. They're just not potentially a consistent VTuber. I look back on their videos.
Yeah, to be honest,
views on
I'm
stream.
a bit iffy on the like people that switch between like VTube and Facecam. I can kind of understand like for Code Miku because her whole content is around her rigging like her avatar and showing how it's done. So in that regard, I kind of understand switching between the two. But beside that, like, either stick to the VTube site or like Facecam site.
Let's see Dextera. They're usually quite drilled into this. Gura was... Okay, that's YouTube. Where's Twitch? There's Twitch. I guess Nemu might have been a VTuber at some point. because even Dextero are claiming that they're a VTuber. So I have the feeling that Nemu might have been a VTuber at some point. Let's see, do they have a YouTube channel? Either that or they've got a super detailed model.
That detailed? Jesus. Book BBW data was needed fast, okay? This is what I could in a pitch. Okay.
You see, Lurie, that reminds me of the person that says the interview thing of I'm really good at math. I'm really quick at maths. Like, you can ask me anything. And he goes, okay, what's 27 times 92? And the guy just goes, 7. And the guy, well, goes, well, that's not right. He goes, well, you didn't ask it to be correct. I said I was the fastest.
Which is kind of true.
Technicality true. If you don't count Nemu Space Cat, which I guess might have been a VTuber at some point, Iron Mouse is the biggest on Twitch. After that, it's Shy Lily, Shakes 2, Filian, Vibey, VEI Bay. I have not heard of so many of these.
Why did I imagine Lurie in a secretary outfit saying that? Well, no, you know.
Well, we now know what art needs to be produced for the community.
Yes.
Is Neurosummer really a VTuber?
They are considered a VTuber because they're using a VTube avatar, but she is what people call like AI VTuber. And I think Neuro is the only like confirmed AI VTuber.
I think there's a few out there. The only problem is an AI VTuber.
Yeah, I
really
feel like
hard to run.
with a lot of them, it could also be like just a person behind a VTube avatar that is pretending to be AI.
Oh, that explains why nobody's heard of it before, Melter. Nemu came from Facebook Gaming.
Ah, gotcha. That explains a lot.
Which has a pretty high, isn't super monetizable, if I remember.
Yeah. Also, they closed Facebook Gaming. It doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, did they close it fully?
Yeah. There's no longer Facebook Gaming. I guess they decided that it's not profitable enough to keep it.
I think they realized that trying to compete with
I think the three biggest platforms for streaming right now are basically Twitch, YouTube, and Kick.
I don't think Kick's considered that highly.
Kick is very big with gambling and stuff, because most of the streamers that do this kind of stuff like went there. With the upcoming laws for gambling and so on, though, I'm not sure how exactly they plan to like continue in the future, but we'll see.
The problem with that, Verver, is that it's impossible to like confirm if somebody is not or isn't. The only problem though is if you're not able to realistically tell if you're talking to an AI or not, then especially if it's one that's meant to be holding a conversation and entertaining chat, that's not being moderated by a person or guided by a person, then I kind of feel like you should fall for that anyway. Like it's a bit stupid.
Yeah.
It's like even Neurosama, which has had so much effort and work put into it, is really easy to tell that that's not a person.
Yeah, and this is why I'm telling that there are some like VTubers that are like advertised as AI VTubers, but basically you can tell that there is like a person behind this person. Because they act a little bit too natural.
Oh, that's why she's not a VTuber anymore. So in March,
Mm-hmm.
not in March, sorry, in November last year, following some form of controversy and accusations, she retired from VTubing, but then just kept streaming as a normal streamer.
Okay.
I don't really think that counts as retiring.
Well, retiring or graduating is basically how they refer to like them quitting VTubing, but that doesn't mean that they necessarily need to quit streaming as a whole.
True. Who do you think the biggest, aside from Gura, who do you think the biggest on YouTube is?
To be honest, I don't really follow the VTubers on YouTube.
Fair. It
I
is
know
mostly
that will
Hololive, it
be
seems,
a
on
very
YouTube.
controversial like statement, but I didn't even follow like Gauko to be honest, because I just don't watch streams on YouTube. I really don't like the experience there in terms of like live broadcasts.
Seems that most of the Japanese ones use YouTube.
Yeah, I think most of like whole life and so on are like on YouTube.
You say most out of this top 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. So out of the top 20, according to Dexterra, most popular VTubers on YouTube, 13 of them are Hololive.
Yeah, whole life are pretty big on YouTube, to be honest.
Who is Zuna? I've never heard of Kizuna before. Apparently they're an AI.
Kizuna was the earliest attempts at like VTuber AI. I would say at least this is my like speculation. She is a little bit of both. I feel like some of her content is a human behind the avatar, and some of her content is like actual like AI generated.
Hmm.
Especially her earlier videos like were a little bit inconsistent.
You probably had someone there to prop it up a bit. Because there's a lot that AI will
Yeah,
just
because if I remember
struggle to
correctly,
do.
Kizuna, yeah, it, like came out a very long time ago. When AI wasn't like really a thing, like popular thing yet.
Who the hell is Oowazoo? I've never heard of that agency.
Oh, we kind of did the front, I think. I'm gonna do. I'm thinking of doing like OSL, like backlight on the back. Then we're gonna do like some details, and we're gonna be kind of done with it.
Yeah,
But that would be for another stream.
you can hate yourself even more then.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I think you've joined just as Melter might be finishing upstream. Hello there. What he said. And I have built a load of grey. If you set the raid, will that do the raid for my channel as well? Screaming? What? What screaming?
Hello. Yeah, you should be able to hear me now. Yeah. For some reason, OBS decided to rearrange all of my microphones. We have been painting for quite some time now, and I have been doing non-metallic metal for 3 hours now. My eyes and my hands and my everything is dying.
Yeah, he does scream a lot, to be honest.
Yeah.
He is a screamer.
Not in that way, but okay. His PNG looks like he's screaming when he talks. Yeah, it's a bop. That was done by Belba. You guys should go and visit Belba. Belba is a great streamer and a great person. Also, wait, did I give shout out to Virva? I don't think so. Let's give a shout out to Virva as well, another amazing streamer. Both of us thought the same thing. Well, yeah, it was kind of implied. Okay, let's see who's currently on. Somebody that's doing minis.
Or any of our EU friends doing minis.
This is what I'm currently looking at.
Cell and
White Wolf that visited us earlier is actually painting. We can go and visit him.
Yeah, who are they called? Sorry. Oh, White Wolf.
Yeah. Oh no, actually, wait. Sele is painting, and they did give me a rate a little bit back. So let's go with them.
Who are we rating?
I'm gonna paste it in the chat, so you can go as well. Okay, guys, go and give Sele some love. Give her some follows, please. Give her a follow. She's an amazing painter, amazing person. So go and share the love. I appreciate you a lot. Later today, I'm gonna be posting the schedule for next week. So keep an eye on the socials and on Discord. And as usual, I love you. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye for now.
Bye-bye, friends.
Wait. Stop the presses.
rated.
Stop the. Okay, but she's already ending. Stop the presses. She's ending stream. We're going to somebody else. Yeah, that was a bit of a bad timing. Okay.
Oh, she's come back for a second.
Yeah, I think she's ending though. So let's send you to somebody else that would be streaming a little bit more. Rain, we raided Rain fairly recently. Yeah, let's go with White Wolf. He's painting some interesting stuff. Yeah, let's go there. Again, go and give him Fowl's Wolf and everything else. That was a bit of a jerk around. I know, I'm sorry about that, but yeah, sometimes these things happen. Okay, friends, see you next time. Bye-bye.